Hello everyone, welcome to With the Messenger. My name is Whitney. This is your lunar eclipse in Pisces forecast. This eclipse is happening on the 17th or 18th of September, depending on where you are in the world, and it is happening at 25 degrees in the sign of Pisces. So let's talk a little bit about facts about this, and then we're going to get into your individual signs. Jupiter rules the sign of Pisces, so the ruler of this eclipse is Jupiter in Gemini. Okay, it creates a wide square right now because Jupiter is at 20 degrees in Gemini and this eclipse is happening at 25 degrees Pisces, so there's a square between Pisces and Gemini, right? Squares are the nature of Mars. It's about decision making, it's about initiation, it's about taking action where necessary, it's about cutting and ending and severing things. Okay, so those are themes that will come up. Now the salient symbol for 25 degree Pisces, round up to 26, is a new moon reveals that it's time for people to go ahead with their different projects, which makes sense. Squares are the nature of Mars. Your Jupiter in Gemini house will be involved in this story because it's ruling the eclipse. 25 degrees is an Aries degree, which is about cutting and ending, severing or initiating or starting new things. So fated endings will happen. You know, you'll get a new beginning from some type of ending. You have to allow yourself to surrender to this process, to these fated changes. Don't be resistant to it. Okay, allow yourself to let go. Divorces will be a thing. People will get new jobs. People realize they're on different wavelengths from a career, a business, friends, family, a romantic partner, a certain field of study, and decide it's time to take a new path. The negative side of this could be where you feel like you're not getting enough in emotional support, where you or others or both could be very fickle-minded. I mean, it is mutable energy, very much subject to change. And fear of separation and you know, or insecure attachment style could definitely be triggered with this lunar eclipse. Fixed stars that will be activated, we have a conjunction to Markab, and this is referred to as a star of sorrow. I did post on Twitter that we will see a lot of mourning happening around this time. You could experience it in your personal life. It is impacted in a house. So for example, let's say I'm just going to throw out a sign here, and the reason why I'm going to throw it out, you could say this could happen for Libra risings, Libra Sun Moon rising, because Pisces is in your 8th house. 8th house is the house of death, so you could experience a loss of someone around you. Okay, you don't have to. Okay, it all depends on the degrees. Legal problems, if that could be a form of sorrow too, having to deal with something that you don't want to deal with. And then it all depends on, you know, again, the houses that's impacted. So say for example Scorpio rising who have Pisces in their 5th house, this star also denotes honor and riches. The 5th house is about, you know, that good luck, that good karma. Or Taurus risings who have this in their 11th house, which is about windfall and pennies from heaven, and you know, get greater gains from your career. This could be where you see those honors and riches. This markup star also has to do with accidents, so please be careful on the roads. There is an opposition being activated to the fixed star Labrum, which again is an honor, ambition, riches star. But the flip side is chronic illness. It is dishonest income. So I did say some fixed signs, if they're making money in a dishonest way right now, this could be where karma catches up to them, right? Just to give some example from a high level. But anybody, it doesn't have to be if you're a fixed sign, anybody who's doing a dishonest income and, you know, others are being impacted by it. With this lunar eclipse in Pisces, Pisces is about the underdog. It is about the underprivileged. This will be a time when they're being exposed, okay? Alkid is another fixed star that is being activated via an opposition, and it's associated with death and mourning, war, and natural catastrophes. So again, this is a time where we will see a lot of mourning collectively, and some people even in their personal lives. People will be passing away, okay? And you know, Pluto has retrograde back to 29th degree of Capricorn, so we could see matriarchal and patriarchal figure, head of households passing away. I am a Scorpio rising and an 8th house placement person. I have no fear of talking about that. So if that's an issue for you, maybe this may not be the channel for you. There is a kite that has been activated on the same day of this eclipse, and the head of it, which is where the fortune will be in your Pisces house. So we will talk about that individually for your sign. And then there's also a grand earth trine being activated in your Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn houses. And that's an activation between Uranus, Sun, and Pluto. Uranus and Pluto are major transformational energies. The Sun shines its bountiful rays with blessings and prosperity. So the Sun is in, of course, your Virgo house. So we'll get into your individual signs and talk about this. Of course, you know, I'm going to start with let me just cut this here so I could use this for all the recordings and start another one. Hi, Cancer and Capricorn. Welcome to your lunar eclipse reading. Really quick. I hope that you all have watched the Astro video overview in the beginning, because there's very important information that is in there, right? I'm just going to get down to your individual signs now and how it will impact you. Starting with Cancer first. Cancer, this is so beneficial for you because Pisces trines you. So if you have any placements between, since this is happening at 25 degrees, so I'm going to give it 3 degrees on either side, 22 to 28 degrees of Pisces, any placements there, then it's supercharged for you. It is super beneficial. Okay, this is happening in your 9th house if you're Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. 9th house themes are about, you know, legalities, third marriages, or third long-term committed relationships, school, higher education, higher knowledge, traveling, long distance traveling, to another district, another state, another city. Your father figures can also be represented by the 9th house. This is also a house that is connected directly to spirit, to source. And the beauty about this is there's a kite that is happening, that is activated on the day of this eclipse. And that kite, the tail of that kite is in your, or I should say the head of that kite is in your 9th house too. And kites are like saving graces, right? They're very blessed and fortunate. So 9th house things for you, definitely blessings are coming forth there. I will say your Gemini house, and I did mention this in the beginning, your Gemini house is also involved in this because the ruler of the sign of Pisces, which is Jupiter, is currently transiting your Gemini house. So for you, Cancer, that is your 12th house. Another house that has connection to spirit, connection to spirit, okay? So this could be a time, Cancer placements, when you're receiving a lot of downloads from source, a time where a lot that is happening for you is divinely blessed and divinely orchestrated, divine timing, serendipitous moments. You know what I mean? So there's also a grand trine that is activated in your 7th house, 11th house, and Virgo is your 3rd house. So your relational houses. So people are going to come through for you. Okay? Definitely partnerships, mentors, friends, people in your local community. They're going to come through for you. Some of you could be traveling with others. The Sun being there in your 3rd house definitely puts a spotlight on your local neighborhood and the people in it. Okay, it also puts a spotlight on short distance travel and projects, your mindset. Some of you may be getting aha moments on something that it is that you need to do, and perhaps that moves the pieces with Uranus there in your 11th house like the right information comes to you through someone. And then Pluto there in trying to finish up things in your 7th house definitely brings forth the pieces that you need, or the people that you need to pull this together. Okay, things could be changing in the lives of your siblings or your romantic partner too, but it will be beneficial for you since it is a trine. Right now, again, this is all happening in your 9th house, so some of you could be starting a teaching career, some of you could be going back to school, some of you could, I don't know, sometimes I see 9th house as receiving some type of grant too. I know normally the 8th house would be the one that is in control of that energy, but being that hunter spirit, being the 9th house, I just feel like there is that direct connection there of receiving some type of help. Okay, and I feel it will translate to the physical. There was one more thing that I wanted to say. Saturn is also there in your 9th house. First, you need to get serious about things. Okay, about what you're going to do next when it comes to your career. If you have your sorry, not your IC. If you have your midheaven in your 9th house, what you're going to do about your career, your deeper purpose and meaning, that's what the 9th house is about. So you're getting serious on what it is that you want to do long term, what fulfills you, what brings you joy. Okay, alrighty. For Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What is this lunar eclipse illuminating? What can they let go of for Cancers? And what is it bringing in? What blessed change? Remember, these take a full 6 months to completion, but you should have already been seeing the themes, okay? The Justice card. Well, that's the 9th house. That is the 9th house. Okay, so justice is coming in a situation for you. Now, whether this be an injustice that was done against you or one that you may have done against someone else, this is where things come back into balance. This is where the truth starts to be seen. What you could let go of, the 8 of Cups here. Settling. I don't see you settling anymore. And the reason why I say that is because I peeked under the bottom of this deck a little bit. And I was going to say, oh, you're getting your wish fulfillment. 9 of Cups. So that's what you're going in search of. You're letting go of settling. And the 2 of Swords as what is coming in. There's a blockage that's been removed for you. Give me a second. Let me just change this. I want to go back to the previous one. Chantra Siva. She's on YouTube. Her Shanti mantra is my favorite. It's normally what I play in the background of these videos. Justice, please, for Cancer, as what is being illuminated. I definitely see equality being a thing. I'm looking at the equal sign on her shirt. But they could let go of with the 8 of Cups. Some of you will be letting go of something that is comforting, like a comfort zone. The reason why I say that, because in my head I'm hearing, don't go chasing waterfalls. You know that song about sticking to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. And I feel in this case you're supposed to go and chase it. Okay, despite the obstacles, these mountains in the back could normally represent obstacles. I feel like your path is being cleared here. Alright, you're not fulfilled where you are. Why is the 2 of Swords here? Is what is coming in. And if you've been like Because remember I said the third house as well is activated in that grand trine or trine. If mentally you've been blocked about how to do something, that's where you get that aha moment too. Alright, just this with the world card, wow, and the deck card. This is 3 major arcanas, Cancer. Someone is being humbled here with this deck card. I don't know whether it's you or someone else. I'm reading for so many different people that it may apply differently. So just apply the situation the way it would fit in your situation. If you know you've been done wrong by someone, it's the end of that. This is the end of a struggle that someone else caused on your behalf. Definitely. This is someone being humbled. And I'm even looking at these 2 fishes up here. That's that Pisces energy. The fish energy, but it's also that Cancerian energy too. So your first house and your 9th house, they're in great connection with each other for sure. Ooh, your 5th house too, Scorpio energy. That's your 5th house. Wow. Because I'm just looking at this person who's pregnant here. And this could be seen like some type of wound. Some of you, your hormones is getting into balance, Cancer. That's a very weird way to see this, but or the fact that you may need to get your hormones in balance is what is being illuminated here for you, okay? At the end of something being out of balance and bringing forward really major change. But you could let go of the 8 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Cups. Yeah, comfort zone. The 6 of Cups tends to represent a nostalgia, memories, things that been in our life for some time. And I feel with the 2 of Pentacles, you have a key decision to make here as to whether or not you stay where you are or you move forward. And I feel like it's going to be more painful to remain where you are than to allow yourself to try something new. 2 of Swords, King of Swords, and the Page of Cups as what is coming in. You have some type of offer here with the Page of Cups. For some reason too, I am seeing the blockage of a father wound being removed for some of you all. This is like an inner child, and this is like a father. But this is like a stunted inner child. Again with that fish energy, so fish is a symbolism for some of you all, fertility. You have Venus moving into your 5th house pretty soon. Venus moving into Sign of Scorpio. So for some of you, yeah, could be a fertility transit that comes up. Let me get more on the world and the deck card as what is being illuminated. What I like about it is it's 3 major arcana, so that tells me this is divinely orchestrated by spirit. Another major arcana, the Hangman, which is the Piscean card here. Something coming to light. Come on, you see this? This is 5 major arcanas right here. The Devil card too. Whoa. In your favor, that's all I could say. This is Capricorn energy. So you have your 7th house, your 5th house, and your 9th house all activated here. Libra would be in your 12th house. So definitely what is hidden. No, 12th house, no. I'm thinking you're a Scorpio. Libra would be in your 4th house. So this could be in regards to home, property, family. But I just feel like there's something for you all. Someone tried to overpower a situation. And they may have been able to get away with this for some time, but they won't anymore. They just won't anymore. I'm going to get one from this deck. Wrap this up for me. This is illumination. It's like even if you weren't able to see it, you're going to be able to see. Now, if this person tried to stall something for you with the Hangman, it's the end of that stall. It's the end of that blockage. even if it's yourself, okay? Whatever was holding you back, I feel, is being removed. Yeah, 3 of Cups. Yeah. For some of you, it could literally be yourself. You created this prison of your own mind. But for some of you all, sometimes to me, the 8 of Swords could represent you being placed in a mental prison by, spiritual. You have spiritual warfare. Some of you, definitely with the 2 of Cups and the Lovers here. If there was a connection that was blocked by someone else, because I do feel there is an influence here of someone who tried to create a power dynamic with you being less fortunate. I feel that is changing for you all. We have the 3 of Cups here, so there's some celebrations and some victories that's coming up for you. So if you're in a court situation, you're gonna see some wins there. Remember, your relational houses will be activated as well, so people are gonna come through for you. Okay, let's get a couple more on this King of Swords and the Page of Cups. Yes, Swords and Page of Cups, please. 7 of Swords. I can't shake this feeling that lies are being exposed for you all. Now, it is Piscean energy, this lunar eclipse, but I feel more than anything else for you, from all the signs that I've read from so far, it's the 3 that sets you free, that unblocks your path. Because the King of Swords would be a truth teller, someone who enforces justice. So justice is a major theme for you, which makes sense because it's happening in your 9th house. So spiritual justice or actual physical justice. 2 of Wands. You have a couple 2s here. So decisions are being made. 2 of Cups is the only one that's missing here, but we did see that pair. Okay. So one more is 2 of Wands. Again, where you might have thought that your path was blocked is not. Okay, because in this, for example, normally this is represented by 2 separate wands. Okay, but see, in this one, it's like it leads to one outcome. I feel like there was something that was blocking your path, making you feel as if you have no choice, but you do have a choice. See, when she shows up in a reading from you, and I'm talking about lies and exposure, it's definitely someone who tried to manipulate the situation. We have the 10 of Swords in the Tower. Ooh, look, and the Emperor. Look at this Emperor. How they have the devil under their feet. So a Tower moment is definitely coming here that brings about some type of new beginning for Cancer. Beautiful. Let's move on to Capricorn. Alright, Capricorn. So if you have your Sun, Moon, or Rising between 22 to 28 degrees, then this energy sextiles you. So it puts forth opportunities, but you're gonna have to be the one to really, I feel, work on it. Okay, like in this case, because it is an eclipse, it could be life-changing opportunities, like once in a lifetime type of well, I won't say once in a lifetime, because I do feel like things could be delayed, not necessarily denied forever. In this case, it might be something that you won't get a chance to do again for many years to come. Okay. All right. So a grand trine is being activated in your fellow earth signs. Pluto being in your 1st house, continuing to transform you and empower you. Uranus being in your 5th house, so there is changes and shocking surprises that is happening by way of children, if you have children, or if you want children, or even through romantic partnerships or your entrepreneurial business. And good karma as well comes from through the 5th house. And then there's also in your 9th house where the sun, the sun is in your 9th house, Virgo, which has to do with legalities, higher education, committed relationships, third marriages, or third long-term committed relationships. And there's a kite. This eclipse is happening for you in your third house, and there's a kite that's formed with this right there in your third house. So I do feel there are opportunities that is happening in your local community, opportunities that are happening for a younger sibling, with a younger sibling that somehow impacts you. If your IC is in your third house, you make it an opportunity to move, to change your community. Some of you could get a car, your first car, you know what I mean, learn to drive, and there could be some type of short distance travel that changes everything. Like you go on a trip with someone and it changes everything for you. Okay, so let us see. Now let me go back. I hope you watch the beginning of the reading. Some projects for you at work perhaps could end at this time, or if there's something that you've been working on that you realize this doesn't really match what it is that I had a vision for what I wanted to do, because the third house does rule projects too. There could be some life-changing conversations, and you may be the one to initiate it. Just because that 25 degrees in your third house could be a bit of initiation, but it could happen with a sibling too that changes things. Okay, you could have a sibling that moves away for school, or for, I don't know, to start their own family. Let me see. But again, a beginning from an ending. Some of you could move from one place and go to another. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What is coming in? What is being eliminated, please, for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising? What is being eliminated, please? What could they let go of, please? What could they let go of, please? Okay. Five of Cups, regrets. Okay, I looked under it, so I have to show you. Okay. You have the Judgment card that was at the bottom of the deck here for you. This is spiritual test. This is spiritual judgment. And like I said, you do have that ninth house that is a part of this grand trine. The sun is there in that ninth house, kind of putting the spotlight on your belief system, morality in question as well. So I do feel you will be, you see how this person is looking at these three spilled cups, you will be in a state of introspection about things that you regret. Okay, but I mean, we will clarify, but you see there's two cups behind this person, so don't allow yourself to stay in regret for too long. That's why I said with that 25 degrees, which is an Aries degree of initiation, you might have to be the one to initiate something next. Okay, what you could let go of, we have the Knight of Cups. And what is coming in, we have the King of Pentacles. So this is financial stability. Saturn is also there in your third house where the eclipse is happening. And the ruler of this eclipse is Jupiter in Gemini. This Jupiter rules Pisces and it's currently transiting the sign of Gemini. So that is in your sixth house. There's a lot of this activated for you in terms of karma houses. The fifth house and the ninth house could be seen as good karma, but the sixth house has bad karma. I feel there is a rectification or a correction that is happening for you, especially with Jupiter involved, because Jupiter naturally rules the ninth house, which is about morality and justice and fairness. Okay, so I feel you could be rectifying some of those areas because of these regrets with the Five of Cups. Or this is someone in relation to you, but since it is your reading, I'm going to focus and speak as if. Okay, Why is the Five of Cups here? Because what is being eliminated? What is the regrets that are being eliminated for Capricorn, please? The Knight of Cups is what they could let go of. I'm not immediately getting a story from this Knight of Cups. I really am not. Because the Knight of Cups represents someone to me who leads with their heart space, right? You see, this person is moving forward. They have a cup. They're moving forward with love. The cups represents love, emotional availability. Because there's a space of regret here as being illuminated, it's contradictory a bit, and that's why cards cannot necessarily be read verbatim. Intuition has to be included with them, because I would say here, from an intuitive space, what you could let go of is moving from anything but from your soul, like from your heart. Like, you can move forward or make decisions moving forward with that not included. Okay, where's the King of Pentacles here as what is coming in? But money looks like it's going to be looking good here. I mean, you do have Jupiter transiting your 6th house, which has to do with work. Pluto is back in your 1st house, empowering you. The 9 of Cups and the 3 of Swords. Yeah, there's a lot of regrets here. A lot of things that you wish you should have done, like shoulda, coulda, woulda. Because the 9 of Cups represents our wish fulfillment. It's like, oh, if we had that gem in there that could grant us those 3 wishes. And it seems like those wishes has to do in regards to the 3 of Swords here. A pain, a heartbreak, some sort of regret. Okay. You could be having a lot of downloads too. I'm just looking at this activate the 3rd eye chakra here. What you could let go of, Knight of Cups, the Judgment. There it is. You see that Judgment card. I'm going to put this there because I did feel there was some sort of importance for it. Wow. And the King of Wands. King of Wands is that 25 degrees Aries energy. It's that initiator. The King of Wands in tarot is the person who takes active steps. Okay? You see what I was saying here, what you could let go of? I feel like the way you move forward, the way you take actions, the way you make decisions. Judgment card is a huge decision maker, but it's making decision from your higher self. What does your higher self do? Make decisions from a space of love. So what you could let go of, and I know it's weird to see like this, but I feel like what you could let go of here is making decisions from a lower vibrational space. Making decisions that you know do not really reflect what it is that you want. Making decisions from a space of heartbreak, from pain, from a place of your regrets. Okay, it's time for you to make decisions that you know is right with the Judgment card here twice. King of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands and the 5 of Cups again. Why do you have so much regrets, Capricorn? These 3 cups still. And then it's like the imagery for this card specifically always gives me like a mother telling a child like, I told you so, or you know, just someone telling someone else, I told you so, and like, I told you that was going to happen then. Right? But they don't want to hear it. It's coming in his ears. He doesn't want to hear it. We have the King and Queen of Wands here. So this could have potentially been why can't I speak? This could have potentially been in regards to someone that you were once romantically involved with, and perhaps that's why this Knight of Cups is here, because that's what you have to let go of. The reason why I say that is because, again, if you watch the beginning, this is a time where people separate, divorces, endings, because people are on 2 different wavelengths, right? It's a time of failed relationships. And I mentioned that different wavelengths because here we go from this King of Wands energy to now a King of Pentacles energy. So who you are is changing, Capricorn. And whoever this Queen of Wands is, they don't align with that. The 5 of Cups is here twice. Can you tell me more about the 5 of Cups? Please don't get caught up in genders, okay? Whether you're male or female in nature, you're changing. Yeah, Your perspective is changing with the Hangman here. This is very much Piscean energy. I think you're higher, again with that higher self energy. I think it's becoming very, very clear to you. I think it's becoming very clear to you what it is that you have to do next. Tell me more about the Queen of Wands. Three of Cups. Three of Cups. I was getting this energy of 3 in your reading because the 3 cups that has spilled in these 2 5 of Cups, and then we also have the 3 of Swords here. We have the Lovers here, Hierophant, Ace of Cups, and the 7 of Cups. For some of you, this was definitely in regard to some kind of committed relationship, committed situation. Okay. I can't help but to look at the snake biting this person on the feet. The King of Wands tends to let their, I would say, their quote-unquote passions rule them, their lower self rule them. The need for power, or whatever you call it. And in this case, the act that they're displaying, I feel some of you may have allowed. Okay, let's keep it straight. Some of you were engaging in infidelity. Okay, it didn't work out. Perhaps who you thought you wanted, you didn't really want, and now you're in a space of regret about that. Ace of Swords. You're getting truths about that. The Queen of Wands could represent the other woman when I'm reading cards, or the other man. But we also do have 2 kings here and a queen. The Lovers also representing a decision between 2 people. So, one more on the Queen of Wands and the 3 of Cups. Yeah, the Tower is hitting some type of structure that was not built on firm foundation in the first beginning. That is what this is bringing into you. And as a result of it, with the King of Pentacles, it puts you in a more stable place. That's all it is. It puts you in a more stable place. So I hope that makes sense. And until next time, be blessed.